What's good, fam? Welcome to the channel. This is Zen Health Warrior, and today I want to share my experience with Vipassana. For those of you who don't know what Vipassana is, it's basically a 10-day meditation course where you have to basically shut down your five senses. You're not allowed to speak. You're not allowed to communicate with others in any way. No physical, facial expressions. You can't touch them. No physical touch. Um, no reading. No writing. You basically wake up at 4:30 a.m., 4 a.m., sorry, and you go to sleep at 9:30 p.m. And in between those times, you're basically meditating for 10 to 12 hours a day without any distractions, right? You can't use your phone. Uh, you have nothing to distract yourself. And let me tell you, it was really hard, but it was very rewarding. I received so much from this experience, so many positives from this experience. And basically, there's a meditation hall where people meet. All the participants, I think it was like around 15 to 20 men, 15 to 20 women, and but everything is separated. The women have uh, uh, their campus, and the men have their campus, and we're not allowed to, crisscross or mingle at all. Everything is separate and divided. But the meditation hall, the men sit on the left side, the women sit on the right side, and we just sit there and we do the technique. For the first 3 days, they had us focus on our breathing in and out through the nose, and we have to stay in a seated position, either on the ground or on the chair, and we have to pay attention to this area right here above the lip, below the nose, and we have to focus on sensations. Uh, Sensations are happening at all times because we're made up of energy, right? And energy is moving, is vibrating, right? So um, the purpose of the first 3 days is just to focus on this, to sharpen your focus, right? Because after the first 3 days of focusing here, then you move on to the other parts of the body, starting at the top of the head, working your way down all the way, doing a body scan all the way down to the soles of your feet. And then you bring that attention, that awareness back up. And throughout the scanning, basically, if any thought comes up, you have to just try to bring your awareness back to the physical body, to the sensations that you feel, right? Um, this was There are many different meditation techniques out there, but they tell you to surrender everything else, whether you do transcendental meditation, whether you do breathwork meditation, um, visualization meditation. Let all that go, surrender everything, and just do their technique. That way, you give their technique a fair trial for the 10 days. Right. So it was hard because I love breath work. You know, I love transcendental meditation as well, the repeating mantras. So it was tough for me. Sometimes the mantras would start to creep in, and then I would start to recite the mantras, but then I would quickly, okay, I can't do this. I got to bring it back, my awareness back to my body, because I wanted to give their um, technique a fair shot, and I did it. I was able to complete everything. I didn't do any breath work or anything else, and um, I received amazing benefits. One of the amazing benefits that I received was just focus, right? I sharpened my focus. I sharpened my discipline because there's everything at the course is structured in a way that there's a time for everything. There's a time for you to shower. There's a time for you to eat. There's a time for you to sleep. There's time for you to meditate. So I really worked on my discipline, my focus, my concentration, right? And just being aware of the distractions. We're so distracted out here. The Matrix, fans, so many distractions left and right. And it was so good to completely just unplug from the 3D, from everything, all the responsibilities, and basically live like a monk without having to shave your head for 10 days. So It was pretty incredible. Um, One of the things that taught me too is emotional intelligence, right? Because they tell you to, when you're doing the body scan from head to toe, right? Every time you reach a specific part of the body, you stop and you just observe the sensations that you feel. Whether you feel a good sensation or a bad sensation, they teach you not to judge the sensation, to just observe it, right? So let's say I'm working my way down, I stop at my eyes, I observe my eyes, my awareness is here, then all of a sudden I feel a buzzing sensation. I observe it, and then I move on to the next part, my nose. I feel a sensation, I move to my cheeks. I feel a sensation, I move to my neck, etc. So that teaches you whenever you, let's say, you have a triggering situation, something, somebody said something that may have caused something inside of you to trigger. Um, it teaches you to observe instead of reacting to the trigger. Observe it, take a few deep breaths, and then you can respond from a higher state of mind. Um, we all have heard, don't react, respond, right? So this Vipassana really teaches you. It's a good practice to help strengthen that instead that part of not reacting and responding. Responding from a higher mind instead of reacting with the lower mind. You know, so that was big right there for me, and yeah, it unlocked many things inside of me. I feel like um, I released a big blockage on my neck, my throat, my expression. So now I came out of that experience and wanted. I came out of that experience wanting to sing, wanting to express myself, wanting to um, just speak my truth. You know. So uh, if you're thinking about doing it, or if you've heard about it, or if this is completely new to you, check it out. Highly recommend it. I highly recommend this for you to do it at least just once in your life. Take yourself to this experience. It's amazing. You completely unplug from the world, from all the responsibilities, and you live like a monk for 10 days. And um, it's hard. There are times where that little voice pops in the head and says, wants you to give up, wants you to call it quits, wants you to go home, wants you to try another technique. But um, if you stick to it, if you do it, you will get lots of good benefits. A lot of people get really great benefits from doing this. Um, and you can find Vipassana centers, meditation centers all around the USA. You go to their website, it's called Dhamma.org or Dhamma.com. Sorry, I forgot if it's .org or .com. But I'll leave it in the comment section down below as well, so you can check it out for yourself. And make sure if you want to do it, you have to um, they it's free, by the way. I forgot to mention it's free. It's a donation based system. So after you complete the 10 days, then you can donate. Nobody that has never participated and completed the 10 days can give a donation. So I thought that was pretty cool because they really want to spread this because it helps so many people, you know. And according to them, this is the teachings of Buddha. This is what Buddha how Buddha got enlightened, by observing the sensations in the body and not being attached. And there's this the teacher, he passed away. His name is um, what's his name? Goenka. Yeah, Goenka is his name. Passed away. But every day there's a lecture at night, and he's a really good teacher. He's really funny and very knowledgeable, very wise. But according to him, this is what Buddha. This is how Buddha got enlightened, and this is how what Buddha taught. He taught many people how to do the same thing and how to achieve, similar states of consciousness. And one thing that I thought was interesting about the Vipassana is that they say you can do the 10 days 2 times, but then after you do the 2 times, you have to surrender everything that you know And for example, let's say if you do Reiki, or if you do Qigong, or if you do plant medicine or psychedelics, if you do the Vipassana 2 times, and if you want to come back after that, you have to surrender everything, that all those tools, and you have to follow what they preach about. And I don't know, that didn't really sit right with me because, um, it kind of like feels like, oh, this is the way, this is the only way. Everything else is, you do what you want, but if you want to ride with us, you gotta only stick to what we preach, what we follow, and that's it. So I don't know. I did get some culty vibes in there, although they do preach that they're not a cult, that this is the spiritual path, and that it's not a cult. It's not. There's no dogma. It did feel like it did feel like it, to be honest. But it's just a temporary experience. It was 10 days, and I'm gonna take all the benefits I got from it, and I'm gonna apply it in my day-to-day life. That's what it's all about. That's what the spiritual path is all about. Is trying new things, being open-minded, seeing what works for you. You know, for some people, um, plant medicine, ayahuasca, mushrooms are great. For some people, there's so many different tools, different paths that you can go on the spiritual path. And the beauty of it is that it doesn't have to be just one thing. You know, try new things, be open, go through experience. We're here to experience. We're here to have experiences. So I'm glad that I embarked on this experience, and I'm going to take all the good things from it, and I'm going to apply it in my life. And um, I'm going to continue every now and then. I don't practice they tell you after to practice in the morning and at night for an hour each time. I haven't been doing that because I do like to meditate, transcendental meditation in the morning, because it just like makes me feel so alert and feel good. Um, but I do Vipassana every now and then, probably a few times a week, but it's not like a everyday thing, you know. Sometimes I'll do breathwork meditation, sometimes I'll do guided meditation, sometimes I'll do visualization meditations, you know, depending on how I feel in the moment. So yeah, that's what it's all about. Go out there and explore, and yeah, leave a comment down below. Have you tried Vipassana? How was it for you? Are you thinking about doing it? Do you have any questions? And yeah, fam, like, comment, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. And I'll see you on the next one. Much love.